Hold your breath, Chiefs fans. I'm John Kuzma from EndZoneBlog.com, and we're going to discuss Patrick Mahomes' injury. So last night in Thursday Night Football, Patrick Mahomes was trying to sneak the ball on a short yardage situation, and he ended up, he got the first down, but his leg bent awkwardly, and a bunch of Broncos jumped onto him. Now, I don't know if you guys have ever been in those scrums in football, but your limbs get all twisted. You're yelling for guys to get off you. It's very painful. And if something happens where your knee is, twisted out of place and, a couple 300-pound guys jump on you, it can get bad very, very quickly. So Mahomes actually left the game, was almost carted off the field. He ultimately chose not to be carted off the field because he didn't want to send a bad message to his teammates. He walked to the x-ray room. So far, Mahomes has came out and said everything looks good. And we have to take that statement as an indication of what's to come. So maybe it's not too bad. But what we do know is Patrick Mahomes has a patella injury, and that's his kneecap. And, the best case scenario, he'll be out 2 to 3 weeks. And, the worst case scenario, he could be out for the remainder of the season. Now, to me, no matter what, unless, he has some miraculous turnaround and plays next week, if he misses 2 to 3 weeks, we can pretty much close the book on him repeating as MVP of the league. It's not going to happen if he misses 2 or 3 games. Russell Wilson will run away with it, or some other player. Right now, it looks like Russell Wilson. So that's that for Patrick Mahomes. It'll be a one and done for him as the reigning MVP. And as far as Mahomes goes, I don't think that really matters to him. I think, what's more important is winning a Super Bowl. And if he's optimistic and feels like, at some point he's going to be able to come back, that's a huge sigh of relief for Chiefs fans, because that means their Super Bowl hopes are still alive. They can't win a Super Bowl without Patrick Mahomes. And I know Matt Moore stepped in last night and he looked pretty good. He held that offense together the best he could, even threw a touchdown pass to Tyreek Hill. But without Patrick Mahomes, they're not the same team. They're not going to create as many plays through the air. And I know Kansas City has been struggling, but they're also very banged up. They have a lot of key players: Sammy Watkins, Chris Jones, Eric Fisher. So just a lot of their key pieces are not there, and that's really hurting them. But it doesn't matter, because if Mahomes isn't there, they can't win no matter who's on the field or who's not. They could have everybody else healthy, but if Mahomes isn't there, this team doesn't have enough firepower to win a Super Bowl. That's the NFL for you. If your starting quarterback goes down, usually that seals your fate. Now, I know we've seen some backup quarterbacks come in. I think the undefeated Dolphins in like 1972, I think Greasy went down and their backup quarterback led them to a Super Bowl. So it's been done before, but the odds are just so low. I don't think Matt Moore can do that. I don't think he can lead that team through the AFC side of the bracket. And I don't think he can get this team over the Patriots. Without Patrick Mahomes, that's just it for this team. So we'll see. We're going to find out more how bad it is, if there's any severe damage to that kneecap. Right now, I would say, Mahomes will probably be back at some point, but the question is how long. I'm John Kuzma. Check out EndZoneBlog.com.